The cameras before his name was introduced. Does that tell you how nervous he is right now? He's shaking in his boots, getting ready to face Nick Dinsmore.
I hope he didn't drink too much water before he came out to the ring.
He ain't shaking in his boots because he ain't even wearing boots. Them are amateur wrestling schools.
This is a big old hoss, though. Look at him. He's grain fed.
You don't think Nick Dinsmore ever wrestled a big old hoss before?
Well, I've seen Nick Dinsmore taking out men 3 times his size.
He is shaking in his boots right now.
Pace, a young guy, full of power, rugged toughness. I started to say, raised on a farm in Ironton, Ohio.
Now,
tobacco farmer. He was up at 5 a.m., only broke for lunch and dinner to bed, and he went back out to the fields again the next morning.
I could looked at him and guessed everything you just said.
And
tobacco
farmer.
That
power
Hick,
right off the bat.
Did you put dumb Hick in there too? Did that make the equation? Uneducated Hick. Let's clean it up a little bit. I don't want to call him dumb. Delbert, you're not helping me out here any at all.
Can Pace push past the fear, dust out the butterflies, and have his moment in the ring with his mentor?
He probably eats butterflies. I don't think he does many.
Have a moment in his ring with his mentor and then kiss.
Tell me,
Gilbert, this is not a romance novel. This is a wrestling match. And look at Nick right now. I think he's tested him out. I think he let him grab that headlock. He's testing him. He wants to see what the kid's got.
Well, he's got a shoulder tackle. We'll give him that.
Hey, man, he's got enough weight to knock him down, but I think Nick's just testing him.
What's that, 6'6", 285? Is that what I heard? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some raw material there. Don't get me wrong.
If
this is his first match. We're not going to jump on his wagon yet.
Services 2.0, don't you look for somebody like Pace?
We like the big ones like that, don't?
I like the big ones, too.
I know.
Paradise.
Wrestlers, big
part
wrestlers.
of your problem today.
Between a rock and a hard
That's why
place.
X-Lax still can't help you.
I'm like, King, you can't help me with anything.
I didn't say me. I said X-Lax. I ain't helping you. You're right. I ain't helping you with anything.
Oh, grabbing that arm.
What a big old hoss he
See
is.
Nick Dinsmore, did you see how he adjusted his hips mid? He was hoping to grab him with the hip toss, but that big old hoss went right through it. But Nick went to grab a wrist right there.
Do those tights not look like some lady in a silo knitted those together for him a couple of weeks ago?
Dinsmore grabs the arm, and Pace grabs the throat.
She was shucking corn with one hand and knitting that outfit with the other.
Guys, I am surprised right now. Dinsmore resorted to that kind of violence way earlier than I thought this was.
What kind of violence did you see Nick resort to?
Elbow to the back of the head.
Is that not legal?
Kick.
Is that not legal?
No, it's legal. No, completely legal.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
And in my opinion, warranted too. Just for a teacher.
Only thing I worry about, the same thing that all Bolins have ever worried about, is when do they break the rules? Because we don't like that. We don't go for that.
Breaking the rules.
We don't go for that crap and BS.
Perhaps change your tactic. I mean, again, we talked about the size of Big Joe Pace here. Cover here, cover.
It's match 1, but I like to see a little meanness in these big guys.
The shoulder block didn't work out.
So do I. I think Dinsmore maybe trying to pull out a little of the meanness in him, trying to see what he's got, trying to push him a little.
Well, you know what they say, Paradise. Nice guys finish last.
Dinsmore,
and pretty guys finish first.
Here you always finish last.
Dinsmore's got Pace in a submission-type maneuver here, maybe trying to test his student to see how much guts he's got.
Well, that's what I'm
saying. You look
in
in the mirror and see pretty. Is that what you see? Pretty. That's what you get back.
That's what other people see when they tell me.
Oh God.
No, but what I was saying is.
Well, going down hanging out at the Kentucky School for the Blind ain't gonna help you any.
I wish I was at the Kentucky School for the Deaf, so I didn't have to hear you.
They don't get to feel your face and tell you how pretty you are.
Pace able to switch that momentum, and it's Mr. Wrestling who has the wherewithal and the know-how in the ring to realize that he was by the ropes.
My point was that Dinsmore trying to bring out an Incredible Hulk in this Bruce Banner, trying to get some aggression out of his student. Look at him. Wait a minute.
Wow. Look at the tactic from Nick here, getting Pace's
still
leg tied
perfectly
to the rope.
legal.
That was no mistake.
Still perfectly legal, I might add.
Nick is tapping into some of the tactics that you taught him, Kenny.
Now, he did learn a few things while he was there. Don't get me wrong.
There's 2. There's still fight left in the student.
He didn't want to come. I ended up winning, Nick. But once he got there, he said, "Well, you know what? I might actually learn something while I'm here."
He was I haven't seen this in any of the exhibition matchups I've seen with the students. I haven't seen this sort of aggression come out of him, going straight for his leg.
Well, you can't play around with a guy this big.
And I totally agree. I'm not holding it against the guy. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. He knows a leg injury, a knee injury, an ankle injury that could end a career before it even got started.
I'll be the first to admit to you, in high school, if I were taking on a guy that was 50 pounds less than me, I'd play with him. I wouldn't take him seriously. I'd mess around with him before I'd beat him up. But a guy this big.
Even an injured Joe Pace was able to shrug Nick Dinsmore off and out of the ring with his good leg, guys.
Yeah, because this guy can accidentally beat you. Let's be honest about it.
Just fall on top.
As big as he is, he could accidentally beat you.
Absolutely. If Nick goes over the top, he can hit that barricade. Oh, he's going to try to suplex him in?
Is he going to get it?
He's not only going to try, he did it.
The whole ring just shook. Is it going to be enough? Mr. Wrestling out in 2. And you talked about Nick Dinsmore going after that leg. It's very simple. You got Pace, who's the size of a tree. How do you take out a tree? You poison the roots. And in this case, the roots is Pace's leg.
Well, I started to say one thing he's got going for him. He doesn't have one of them nasty tattooed up bodies.
That's got to be up over 10.
Before he could join BS, we'd have to have that tattoo removed.
And Pace is starting to mix some of that power with aggression right now.
We don't go for them slimy tattoo-looking guys.
He didn't take too kind to the way his teacher was treating him.
It's one thing Nick learned when he was in BS. Don't tattoo up your body.
So much
don't,
BS.
Don't mar what
he
the
probably
good Lord
learned
gave you.
so much BS.
He learned a lot of BS, I guarantee you that.
And right back to the leg goes Mr. Wrestling.
Well, that's the veteran. That's the KG Wiley. That's the ring general. That's the experience talking. But he didn't expect that roll up.
No, he didn't. Nick hung on to that and was going to try and make him tap, but he didn't get an opportunity
to
do it.
As he was rolling over into that, he probably goes, "Damn! I wish I wouldn't have showed him that."
Set up for the ride, in off the rope, the reversal.
Uh-oh. If he gets this
Pace
off,
has got Mr. Wrestling
if
locked
he gets
in his grasp.
No. Nick wasn't going for that ride.
With the super
kick to the jaw. Could be.
There's a cover. There's 2.
Well, that would have put a lot of guys down, but not this big monster. Big corn shucker.
What do you think that Mr. Wrestling's thinking right now? What's going through Nick's mind, Paradise?
I wish I wouldn't have shown this guy all of this stuff. Literally.
Probably one of the things.
I have to put this away.
I guarantee you.
You have to remember, the Davis Arena, OVW is still Mr. Wrestling's home.
Like I said, he didn't show him everything.
The leg proved to be too much.
Your winner.
He showed him
by
everything he knows, not everything
submission,
Nick knows.
Mr. Wrestling, Nick Dinsmore.
Dang it, though. He sure put him through a little bit of a ringer, huh, guys?
Good.